Morris-Julian laid to rest, Chief Secretary wants Tobagonians to picture the possibilities in New Year's message. Police seized guns, ammunition and cannabis in recent exercises, and Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley assumes role as chair of CARICOM. Good evening, I am Bianna Brebner. Welcome to the Tobago Updates Television News for Thursday, 2nd January 2025. To our top story this evening. Government officials and hundreds of family members and friends gathered at the Santa Rosa RC Church in Arima to bid farewell to Lisa Morris-Julian, the Member of Parliament for Dabadi Omera, and her children Zion and Josiah Julian, who tragically lost their lives in a house fire on December 16, 2024. Many mourners struggle to come to terms with the loss. Here's a look at how the trio were remembered during today's service.
Tears flowed from the eyes of mourners gathered at the Santa Rosa RC Church as the lives of MP Lisa Morris-Julian, her daughter Zion, and son Josiah were celebrated. During the service, which lasted just over 2 hours, her eldest daughter, Ayana Julian, eulogized all three family members. Starting with her mother, Anya shared personal memories.
On this day, 1 year ago, she sent me this message on WhatsApp. As we start the new year, I want God to teach you the importance of gratitude and empathy. This tragedy forced me to learn these traits better than I ever did before.
She then shared heartfelt memories of her 25-year-old sister Zion and her 6-year-old brother Josiah.
Losing Zion feels like losing a part of myself. She was my other half, my sister in every sense of the word. Though our plans will remain unfinished, I take comfort in imagining her at peace in the land of Zion, reading one of her rom-com novels and basking in eternal sunsets. From an early age, the Shire showed us he was extraordinary. By 18 months, he was already talking, astonishing us with his intelligence and curiosity. If you mentioned a dinosaur, no matter how obscure, Josiah can name it with ease.
At the funeral were Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley and his wife Sharon Rowley. Dr. Rowley admitted that he remains in shock and disbelief at the tragic loss of one of his ministers. He shared that as an elected representative and minister in the Ministry of Education, Morris-Julian had left a lasting impression on him.
There has been no better person that I have met who have offered herself or himself for service and who have taken it in the best way it could be taken than Lisa Morris-Julian.
Still gripped by the tragedy, Minister of Housing and Urban Development Camille Robinson-Regis struggled to hold back her emotions as she reflected on the close bond she shared with Morris-Julian.
Lisa will live on in our hearts and minds. Goodbye, my darling daughter. Goodbye, my sister. Goodbye, my friend. Rest in peace. We will always love you.
Among the mourners were members of parliament, diplomats, and past government officials. Also present were Minority Leader Kelvin Morris and Minority Councillor Petal Daniel Benoit. MP Morris-Julian is survived by her husband Daniel Julian and their 3 remaining children. Candace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Chief Secretary Fali Augustine has urged Tobagonians to picture the possibilities of making Tobago the greatest little island on planet. In a special televised New Year's message for 2025, Augustine outlined key plans for his administration, focusing on food security, health, education, tourism, innovation, and digitization. More details in this report.
Establishing food security is a top priority for Chief Secretary Fali Augustine as he works toward making Tobago the greatest little island on the planet in 2025.
In 2025, Tobagonians can look forward to an exciting suite of initiatives, including the continued rollout of the mega farming project, alongside the entrenchment of the Tobago Agribusiness Research Institute.
He described these initiatives as game changers, along with upgrades to fish processing and other facilities. He hopes to bring Tobago closer to achieving food security. Meanwhile, ensuring the public has access to quality healthcare remains another key goal.
Coming year, the THA intends to procure a magnetic resonance imaging scanner, and a CT scanner for Scarborough Hospital, while replacing the aging hyperbaric chamber at the Roxborough Hospital.
Augustine wants innovation to be more than just a buzzword. He aims to make it a way of life.
On these fronts, we will continue financially assisting students to pursue tertiary studies in strategic areas such as logistics, supply chain management, procurement, and tourism studies, to simply name a few.
All while ensuring the population has access to continuous education on the island.
We are resolute that the doors of our schools should not be shut tight at 3 p.m, but be left open for the community to be schooled.
As Augustine's administration works to further develop the tourism industry in Tobago, upgrades will be carried out at several key sites.
Some of our popular beaches such as Pigeon Point and Store Bay and Swallows and No Man's Land will receive much needed infrastructural work, which will take these beloved attractions to a whole other level.
Augustine also committed to advancing the autonomy agenda for Tobago in 2025. Candace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
On Tuesday, 31st December 2024, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service held a press conference to discuss the conditions of the SOE. Commissioner of Police Earla Yearwood Christopher reiterated that the state of emergency aims to expand police powers to effectively carry out its law enforcement duties.
The state of emergency confers upon the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service expanded powers to enable it to better execute its law enforcement mandate.
She acknowledged that while citizens may face some inconvenience, the police service will act fairly and responsibly in its operations.
While we conduct our operations, it is inevitable that the public will be inconvenienced at times. But I wish to assure all law-abiding citizens that it is necessary and the police will be fair and responsible in the conduct over the period.
Under the SOE, several provisions are in place, including the authority to search premises without warrants, expanded powers for the President and Commissioner of Police to issue directives, and a 48-hour detention window for individuals, according to Acting Sergeant Zariu Ali. Ali emphasized the significance of the 48-hour period, noting that it can be extended if necessary.
When we're reaching or arriving at the 48-hour window, this is when an assistant superintendent or a magistrate will be invoked to assess the detention of that particular individual in keeping with due process and in keeping with the rights of that individual.
We'll take a short break and come back with more. Stay with us.
When the game is on, you don't want to miss the best moments. With Amplia TV, you can enjoy our ultimate sports package and watch your favorite games on the go. Stay connected and informed with sports news, scores, and stats with Amplia's fastest internet speeds. Up to 1 GB fiber internet, you can stream riveting football action, cricket, NBA games, and much more. With Amplia, it's game on. Visit amplia.co.tt or call 800-4663. Amplia. Do more, live more.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrell Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrell Springs. Contact 49SWIFT 4979438.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products
that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Welcome back. Around 11:30 p.m. on Tuesday, December 31st, 2024, officers patrolling Lucivale Road in Speyside approached a man spotted walking along the beach near the Speyside jetty. The man, dressed in a dark hoodie, long jeans, and a red ski mask, immediately fled southward when the officers called out to him. As the officers gave chase, a dark object fell from the man's possession. They paused briefly to recover the item before continuing their pursuit into a swampy area where the suspect ultimately evaded capture. The recovered item was configured to be a firearm, a high-point 9mm model with serial number P079333. It was equipped with a black and silver magazine engraved RA 9084102 and contains 7 9mm rounds marked IMI 9mm Luger. Investigations into the matter are ongoing. Around 2 p.m. on Tuesday, December 31st, 2024, officers retrieved a black and brown shotgun in the Scarborough district. Police had received information about a man reportedly armed with a gun near the Dwight York Stadium, close to the Wassa pump station. Upon initial inspection, officers did not encounter anyone. However, they were able to recover a black and brown shotgun, which was found wedged between two logs beneath a large hog plum tree at the river's edge, concealed inside a black garbage bag. Investigations are ongoing. Officers of the Tobago Divisional Task Force conducted a successful raid and search operation between 9:15 a.m. and 11 a.m. on Tuesday, December 31st in the Chevron Road Police Station District. The operations targeted a resident at Leeson Drive, Lowlands, where a 42-year-old self-employed man resides. With the assistance of the K9 unit, officers conducted a comprehensive search of the premises in the presence of the occupants. During the operations, officers discovered and seized 330 grams of cannabis, 19 cannabis plants, and a total of $14,874 in Trinidad and Tobago currency, along with $80 in U.S. currency. As a result, 3 individuals were arrested at the location. A 42-year-old employed male, a 32-year-old female housewife, and a 72-year-old female pensioner. Investigations are ongoing. 2 suspects have been apprehended in connection with a robbery at Coop's Car Wash in Lowlands Mall. The first suspect, a man of African descent, was identified through video footage showing him wearing a fisherman's hat. The second suspect, a 21-year-old man of East Indian descent from Spring Warden Road, Point 14, was captured following surveillance efforts led by Sergeant Thomas. He is currently assisting police with investigations into other robberies in the division. The incident occurred on Wednesday, December 18, 2024, when Coop's Car Wash was targeted. During the robbery, a 26-year-old cashier was at her workstation when a sum of money was stolen. On December 30, 2024, Trinidad and Tobago was placed under a state of emergency to tackle rising violence that, according to the government, pose a serious threat to public safety. However, former Commissioner of Police and National Transformation Alliance political leader Gary Griffith said the SOE is an ineffective solution. Speaking on the Tobago Updates morning show, Griffith argued that the SOE will not address the country's deep-rooted crime problem. Reporter Josh Sheldon has more.
It's been 3 days since Trinidad and Tobago has been placed under a state of emergency, and while police have made successful raids and arrests thus far, former Commissioner of Police Gary Griffith argues that a state of emergency is not an effective solution to the country's crime problem.
My take on it is that a state of emergency is not a crime-fighting tool. It never would be a crime-fighting tool. It is a knee-jerk approach. It is a plaster and a sore. It is a temporary stopgap measure. It is not going to solve the problem.
Within the first 24 hours of the state of emergency, 46 people were arrested, but Griffith noted that while arrests were made, substantial evidence is still lacking to lay charges.
When it is you arrest 50 persons and you cannot turn that arrest into a charge based on improper evidence that they cannot be convicted, these same individuals are now going to sue the state and the taxpayers are going to pay.
He also cautioned about the potential economic effects of the SOE, highlighting that safety concerns could deter tourists from traveling. Additionally, he warned that if crime persists, Trinidad and Tobago could transition from a state of emergency to one with an added curfew.
It means that businesses will close. It means that it can increase cost of goods and services. It means that if businesses close, it can lead to unemployment, which is a byproduct towards inflation. All of this is a byproduct towards increased crime. So it's a domino effect.
Griffith highlighted the public's fear of reporting crimes due to safety concerns and suggested the government use online platforms for anonymous reporting. He also pointed out that his 482 Gary hotline was crucial in gathering vital information that helped solve many cases. Griffith stressed the importance of staying beyond politics and putting the country first.
To the PNM and UNC, the finger pointing, it is wrong. By my personal concept, what we have to do now is forget about the concept of the state of emergency, utilize the same tools, technology, systems, policies that would have been utilized 3 years ago that peg back criminals, that made the country feel safe.
Joshelle Dana, Tobago Updates Television News.
You're watching the Tobago Updates Television News. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. More news after this.
Ho ho! Delta Distributors Christmas special is here. Choose from our special meat packages at unbelievable prices. Ho ho! Perfect for your holiday feasts. Hurry! Limited stocks. Order now. 11 pounds chicken, 5 pounds pork, 5 pounds turkey, 1 picnic ham, 1 liter pear jacks, only $500. Ho ho! Order now at deltechdistributors.com. Call or WhatsApp 359-5040 or 237-0102. Only $20 delivery or come into our main road Argyle store. Ho ho!
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Thanks for staying with us. Advancing the CSME agenda is top priority for the region in 2025, according to incoming chairman, CARICOM chairman, and Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley. In her New Year's message, she urged unity and support as CARICOM works towards deeper regional integration. More in this story from Candice Jackson.
Incoming CARICOM Chair Mia Mottley says 2025 will mark a pivotal year for the region's efforts to make the CSME a reality.
For this is not merely an economic agenda. It is a vision of unity and opportunity for small states who know that we can achieve so much more together than we do so individually. Full realization of the CSME, including above all else, yes, the free movement of our nationals, is essential for unlocking the true potential of our people and our economies.
Work on establishing the CSME was delayed by the COVID-19 pandemic. Mottley is eager to push forward with implementing the recommendations outlined in the Vision 2025 agenda.
The pooling of our sovereignty must also be better addressed by the pooling of our efforts from investment to skills to procurement. We can do better together.
She urged the region to set aside anything that divides member states to build a strong and resilient people.
In our unity lies our strength. This must be our truth and our rallying cry. Whether tackling the climate crisis, addressing gun violence, or championing equitable global financial reforms, we must act with one voice and one purpose.
Mottley also pledged CARICOM support to assist Haiti in addressing its challenges and to work toward a resolution of the Guyana-Venezuela conflict. She declared 2025 as the second decade for the people of African descent and called for global, mature, face-to-face discussions about the exploitation of African people during the slave trade.
We must also urge the international community to provide resources necessary to improve the dignity, security, and material conditions of African-descended people worldwide. The spectacle of 600 million Africans without electricity in an age of AI is in no way morally acceptable to us as a community.
Mottley encouraged CARICOM nationals to remember that the creativity of the people is their greatest strength and should be harnessed to build a region. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
7 new tenants have been welcomed to the Milford Road Esplanade Limited in Scarborough just in time for the start of the new year. According to a press release from MREL, these additions are part of ongoing improvements and are expected to enhance the variety of offerings and increase foot traffic to the Esplanade. The new tenants include a Cambio money exchange facility, a beauty salon, a bookstore, a cafe, a hair and cosmetic service store, a Jamaican jerk food vendor, and a homemade delicious delicacies concessionaire. More news and the weather report is next.
it's a different type of thing down there. What? And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there, down in Tobago.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Good morning, put a smile on your... With Flow Business's new smart solutions, powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
Welcome back. The Division of Food Security, Natural Resources, the Environment and Sustainable Development is notifying the public that the iguana hunting season was closed on Tuesday, 31st December 2024. According to the Conservation of Wildlife Act, Chapter 6701, persons are required to get rid of all iguanas that are in their possession. The division warned that anyone who offers for sale, purchase or hunt iguanas after 31st December is liable to a fine of $10,000. Now for the weather update from the TNT Met office. Tonight, settled and at times breezy conditions will be interrupted by periods of showers and or mostly light rain in some areas. Tonight's temperatures are expected to be at 24 degrees Celsius. For tomorrow, you can expect partly cloudy or cloudy with occasional showers and periods of light rain. There is a low chance of few heavy showers or thunderstorms. Mostly settled by late afternoon despite a few lingering showers. Daytime temperatures will rise to 29 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 32 degrees Celsius. Seas moderate with waves 1.5 to 2 meters in open waters and near 1 meter in sheltered areas. Sunrise is at 6:22 and sunset at 5:52. Please note that the adverse weather yellow alert is in effect. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Here's a recap of the headlines before we go. MP Morris-Julian laid to rest. Chief Secretary warns Tobagonians to picture the possibilities in New Year's message. Police seized guns, ammunition and cannabis in recent exercises. And Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley assumes role as chair of CARICOM. I am Bianna Bremner. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great night.